What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we have 24 hours to catch as many fish as humanly possible. Not only do we want to catch as many fish as we can, I also have to catch at least 5 different species of fish in order to successfully complete this challenge. And since we have to catch at least 5 different species of fish, I figured Walmart would be the best place to start since they have a little bit of everything. Let's get inside. I'll explain the rest of the rules once we get in there, and we also have to be sneaky so we don't get kicked out. Let's get inside. So for those of you that don't know, I am a veteran. I was in the Army for almost 6 years, and I spent almost 2 of those years deployed to Afghanistan. I was with the 101st Airborne. 11 Bravo was my MOS. A lot of you guys are gonna be asking that in the comment section. That was an incredibly impactful experience on my life that literally shaped me into the person that I am today. And so anything that I can do to help veterans at this point in my life, I want to be able to try and do it. And that's why I'm so excited to be partnering today with Veterans United Home Loans, who has committed to making a $250 donation to a veterans charity of my choosing per fish caught in today's video. Veterans United Home Loans is the nation's largest VA lender for home buyers, dedicated to helping veterans, service members, and military families achieve the dream of home ownership. Veterans United exists to enhance as many lives as possible. Veterans United has 3 core values: be passionate and have fun, deliver results with integrity, and enhance lives every day. If you want to learn more about the video sponsor Veterans United, click the link right at the top of the description. Now, there's a lot of viable veterans organizations out there, obviously, but I chose the Gary Sinise Foundation. That organization is actually committed to getting as much of the donation money that they receive into the hands of actual veterans or into programs that are actively helping veterans. And as an added element to this, if I can catch that 5 different species of fish in this video, I am going to match the donation that Veterans United makes to Gary Sinise Foundation. So there's a lot on the line in today's video. So obviously we know that largemouth bass is gonna be the main species that we're targeting today, because I think I could maybe catch a lot of those, but who knows. Could also target bluegill or red ear sunfish as well, or potentially even crappie. Then we're gonna be targeting catfish later on in the video, and finally, for the 5th species, it can be a wild card. Could be a gar, it could be the crappie, it could be just a random creek chub or a fish that I've never even heard of before. So we are gonna need some things from the fishing section, that is for sure. Hopefully you guys have heard by now that my company, Bravo Energy Pouches, a veteran-founded company, by the way, has launched our newest flavor and our most anticipated flavor, energy drink, on the website. But what's even cooler about this is we are committed to making a donation ourselves to the Gary Sinise Foundation. So for the next 24 hours, every single order placed at our website, takebravo.com, that includes the new flavor energy drink, we are going to donate 20% of our profits to the Gary Sinise Foundation. So if you guys wanted to participate in the donations yourselves, click the link right at the top of the description, build yourself a bundle, throw a can or 2 of energy drink in there, the new flavor, and we're literally gonna donate 20% of the profits. Bravo's made in the US of A, and like I said, it's a veteran-founded company, so just feel like this is the perfect opportunity for Bravo to give back as well. So we've got a lot of donations happening in this video. Really appreciate y'all's support on this one. Now let's get back to the video, boys. Speaking of a bait that might catch a lot of fish, check this thing out. Little homing minnow by Strike King. Oh, I hate how that's wrong side, like upside down. That bothers me. Ooh, I'm OCD. I just feel something small like this, you know, almost fits in the palm of your hand. That thing could slay the numbers when it comes to bass, or really anything. Oh, how'd that get in there? Dude, come on, you can't take me anywhere. I might want to get a couple different colors of that same bait here. Yeah, maybe one of those. Then something a little bit more natural looking. Ooh, maybe a white one too. Yeah, I think just loading up on a couple of those baits is probably gonna be smart. For example, the old Walmart glide bait might not be on the list of things to get today. Although that's kind of crazy that Walmart makes a 7-inch gizzard shad glide bait now. That's insane. Ooh, look at this little crawl bug kit by Yum. That's interesting. Okay, I can't get distracted by all the cool stuff. I gotta stay on mission here. Here we go. How about a little Ned rig that's already pre-rigged in a little package? I think it's got, yeah, it does. It's got some Ned heads already in there. You guys are noticing a theme. I'm kind of downsizing my presentation, but I mean, hey, in this challenge, the most fish is what we're after, not necessarily the biggest fish. I'm pretty sure Walmart's already on to me. They're calling their security. I've been seeing these ladies over here on the phone, so I think we're gonna be getting kicked out here pretty soon. Maybe if I explain to them that we're raising money for veterans, they won't, but I have a feeling it's gonna happen either way. Now we are doing a multi-species thing here, so we definitely wanna spend a little bit of time in the panfish section. Now I know me personally, I've had a lot of luck on beetle spins in the past. Like if I'm targeting bluegill, red ears, or even crappie, something like a beetle spin, it's really effective. Get one of those, get a black one. People love rooster tails for bluegill and red ears, so I guess I'll get one, but it's just not really my thing, to be honest with you. Let's get one of these pre-rigged ones. That makes a lot more sense. Oh my goodness. Get a pack of those right there. And already, with this limited amount of gear, I feel like we could catch some really good bass, some panfish, or like, you know, brim. So that's already a few species covered, and we haven't even spent that much money. Now for the catfish, what are we gonna do about them? Oh God, they all disappeared. They're definitely going to get security. Oh no. Oh man, this catfish bait is just so nasty. And we already know marshmallows is kind of the king of catfish baits, but I think I would like to get something else. Maybe this nasty thing. Catfish chunk liver. Yikes. Well, I hear that liver is like really good for catfish, right? So, and who knows, you could catch maybe something else on this? I don't know, probably not. I don't know, what's y'all's go-to if you're trying to catch numbers? I know it's probably not a bag of Shakalicious candy, but I don't know, give me your opinion down in the comment section. Well, the good news is I already have a bunch of gear at my house that I think I can use to supplement what we just bought or what we're going to buy from Walmart, but I definitely have the loss prevention department swarming on me right now. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and bounce on out of here before I become a Walmart criminal. I feel confident already with just this limited amount of gear that we're gonna be able to catch some fish in today's video. I'm gonna buy this stuff and try not to get arrested. I'll see you guys at the first fishing location. All right, folks, we've made it to our first fishing location. We're at the backyard pond. Actually got the family back here. I got the daughters, Lily and Lila. Got the wife, Holly, over there. We're gonna pay close attention to what they're doing because they are known to lay the hammer down on some big fish in this backyard pond. In fact, Holly has the lake record bass at 6 pounds, 11 ounces. Lily has the lake record catfish, which was like 10 or 11 or 12 pounds, something like that. And I currently have no lake records, so that's cool. But this is not gonna be the only place that we fish because there's another rule here that I did not mention at Walmart. You're only allowed to mark off 2 species per body of water. So for example, if we come out here and catch a bluegill and a largemouth bass, that's it. Those are the only 2 species we can officially check off the list from this body of water. Ooh, he was juicy. All right, Lyle. Do you remember how to cast? Yeah. I'm gonna grab the old cane pole though. That is kind of my technique of choice when I'm going for red ear sunfish, AKA shellcracker, or bluegill, you know, any type of a brim. I'm a big fan of the old cane pole. And one thing about the backyard pond, we do have a lot of largemouth bass, obviously, but we have monster bluegill and red ear sunfish, and I'd like to be able to check those 2 fish off the list. Oh yeah, I got some night crawlers off camera before I got kicked out of Walmart. All right, give me a worm.
Dad, I found a very good one.
Okay, that is a good one. Come here, buddy. Oh, whoa, there's a big, that may be a carp. Either a big catfish or a carp just swam by. Holy moly. That would be a random species to just mark off the list all of a sudden. This is where I always see a bunch of bluegill beds and, oh, I just had my first bite. Look out there. My bobber just got, there we go. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, that's a monster. That's a huge red ear sunfish. Oh my goodness. That is a monster. Oh, he came right off too. That's one of the biggest shell cracker we have in the pond.
Oh,
look at that, girls.
What's that red thing? Ew.
That's why they call it a red ear sunfish.
That's an ear?
Well, that's not really, but that's just what people call it. Look at that fish, Lila. Oh, look at that compared to you.
Sorry. Ha, I took
Give him an eye poke. Wow.
Dad caught one.
Yeah, hold it so we can get some perspective here. Not even the one I was expecting for the first fish of the video. Hold him so I can get some perspective.
Can I get a picture
Look
of
at that thing. Gosh, that's so awesome.
Can I hold him?
Wow, that is a meaty fish right there. He is just so thick. Look at that. That is species number 1. That's exactly what we were hoping to get out of the backyard pond. Look at him on my hand. I mean, he covers up my whole hand and then some. That is just a wonderful fish, and I just threw him face first into the muck. That's what we're going for right there. Fish number 1, donation number 1, and species number 1 marked off the list, all in one shot with a cane pole, which just made the fight that much more fun. Now, can we catch a bluegill as well? That's gonna be the next kind of goal. By the way, for people keeping track, we started fishing right at 3 p.m. So, you know, we have 24 hours to catch as many of these fish as we can. So 3 p.m. is the benchmark, because that means we have this evening, we've got tonight, then we've got tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. So we've got a good bit of time. Well, that did not last long. I had my kids down here for literally less than 30 minutes and they just tapped out. All right, nope, I'm good. You know how it is with kids. If they don't get a bite in the first 5 or 10 minutes of fishing, they're basically done so. That's okay though, now I can focus on what I'm doing. And we've already got 1 species marked off the list, but we gotta catch a lot more fish for this to really be a successful challenge. And I'm deliberately going after what I think are the harder fish to catch today, which is the bluegill and the red ears. I feel like, you know, I'm gonna be able to catch some bass in this video and maybe some catfish, but to me, the brim are a little bit harder to target just because I don't do it that often. Oh man, what is that? There's a big fish just swimming around. What is that? Dude, there's no way I could land one of the carp that I have on this combo, but I got a little tube tied on. I was just thinking it could catch a bluegill. This is what that looks like. You know, it's a really small little jig head, but I'm worried because that could just catch a largemouth too on accident. And I was just on. We just got thumped on that little tube and my drag was way too loose. What's going on here? Whirling. What do we got? What do we got? Is it a bluegill? It is. It's a bluegill. Oh, it's a bluegill. Yes! Look at that bluegill! Dude, massive red ear sunfish, massive bluegill, back-to-back fish. Are you kidding me? Look at that donkey of a bluegill with that tube in his mouth. Yes, yes, yes. Dude, boys, we are in here. Look at the coloration on that bluegill. Just absolutely beautiful. And once again, look at that dinner plate right there. That is just a wonderful fish. I mean, you could get fillets off that bad boy. Check out that slab right there. Just the average size of these bluegill and red ears that we've grown in the backyard pond. I am so proud of this. All right, buddy, get out of here. Dude, listen to the sound that it made. It's like a cannonball. Boys and girls, we just maxed out our species limit for this body of water, but that is perfect. That couldn't have gone more to plan. So now, like I said, if we catch a bass, catfish, or a carp, or anything else, they're not gonna count for the 5 species challenge, but we have marked off the first 2 species of this video, and we had the first 2 donations secured for the Gary Sinise Foundation. So now, I can buckle down for the next hour or so before this storm rolls in, and I can try to catch as many bluegill and red ears as I possibly can. We're just getting started, folks. You know, what's even more cool about these two fish I just caught is I caught them on two different techniques, you know, one on live bait, one on artificial, and two different species to boot. So just kind of, it feels good. It feels good to have variety in not only the fish that we're catching, but how we're catching them, you know? I wish y'all could feel those bluegill bites that I got on this tube. I mean, it feels like a bass, you know, just boom, one thump and he's just got it. When we added this little cove to the backyard pond and we filled it with gravel, which we were told to do, we put a bunch of structure in it. You know, the depth is probably like 4 to 5 feet in the middle and 3 feet on the edge. It's just that perfect hangout area and spawning area for these red ear sunfish and the bluegill. So I'm just so glad to see them responding to this area that we intended for them. You know, it's just really satisfying. On again. Looks like another bluegill. It is. Come here, buddy. Bluegill number 2. Yes, sir. Fish number 3 total. Oh yeah, he's feisty. Not as much of a unit as the other one was, but okay. Yeah, a little bit smaller of a bluegill. You know, he's still barely a hand size, but he's not like a dinner plate like we've been catching. That's still awesome though. Another donation for our veterans charity. Dude, who knew that this tube was gonna be doing work like this? I think I'm just in the right spot, you know? Just think this area is just loaded with the bluegill. And y'all know how aggressive they are. Oh, shoot. My bobber over there just went down. And my daughter's not here to man the rod. Oh boy, we got issues, boys. We got a rod halfway across the pond and the bobber's going down. Oh God, it's gone. Oh Lily, this was your fish. I'm sorry, baby. Got him. What do we got here? Another bluegill. Oh no! Does it count? Yes, it does. I got my hands on him. Wow, that was close. That's a completely different looking bluegill, and somebody's gonna have to double check me and make sure these are all bluegill, but bluegill number 3, boys and girls. And I had to run from the dock over here to get it, so it makes this one a little bit more special. All right, buddy, thank you for participating in this challenge that supports veterans. You, my friend, you're okay in my book. Guys, that's 4 fish already. We're only about 1 hour and 15 minutes into our 24 hours. We've got 4 fish secured and 2 different fish species. I could not feel better about this right now. This was just a tiny little jig head, had a night crawler on there with a bobber, and it was just sitting over here. I can't believe it took it that long to get bit, honestly. Dude, the live bait and the artificial bait are both just working. Okay, well, we got cane pole on the dock, which is a horrible place for it to be. Got 1 bobber out there in the middle of the creek, and we got this tube that we can continue to toss around. I'm feeling pretty good, boys. Also, best part is we haven't even cracked into all of the gear that we got at Walmart. I mean, we didn't even have to. This is just some stuff that I had laying around, but we still got bass gear in there and catfish gear. So we're definitely gonna crack into that Walmart bag here shortly. Let's check out the old inline spinner. That was one of the lures we got from Walmart, and I'm just not a big inline spinner guy. Let's see if we can change the narrative over here. Oh my God, I thought we were on already. Holy moly. Oh, we just foul hooked. What? We just foul hooked a baby largemouth bass. Veterans United, come on, man, that's a fish. I know we can't add this to our 5 species tally. My God, I got a little back piercing. I mean, that is one of the smallest bass you're ever gonna see. Oh boy. Well, now you got ants on you, brother. Oh my gosh. Get off my boy, ant. Stop biting my boy. I don't know if we can count that or not. I mean, I don't know. I mean, every fish caught equals a donation. That's what I was told. So I'm counting that as fish number 5 total, but not a new species, like we said. So we still have largemouth bass as a species we can catch in another body of water. I thought for sure we were going to catch another bluegill or red ear, and that goes to show. Just when you think you know what's going to happen in the outdoors, You don't. Oh my God, my bobber's down over here. What? Where did it go? Is it in a fish's mouth? Yep, it was. What have we got? Another one? Come on, please be a bluegill. Oh, it's a nice one. It's a big one. Oh boy. Oh, let's go, man. The bluegill bite. I know they're just monster. Look at the size of these fish, guys. Oh. I think I got it out clean. That's the worm. I thought it was his guts for a second, and I was like, no. I'm pretty sure he is just fine. Look at how thick that fish is. That fish is ready to spawn again. That's the cool thing about these bluegill and the red ears. They spawn multiple times per year. So it's the end of May right now when I'm filming this video. These guys are getting ready to spawn again. That is fish number 6. Such a nice fish. Took right off. We're doing it. We're doing it. Now, if I'm being honest, I hate to leave the backyard pond right now because it seems like it's juiced up. We're catching a lot of fish. We've got the overcast weather, but that's exactly why I want to take this opportunity to move on, because we've only got 24 hours and we've spent about 2.5 hours on this little jaunt, which is not bad at all. But we also have about 8 hours of darkness, which I'm going to try to do some fishing during the nighttime, but there's a lot of storms coming in over the next 12 hours. So I'm like dodging storms when I can. And I think it's more prudent, since we can't mark any more species off the list in the backyard pond, that we go ahead and change locations. So I think I'm going to go ahead and grab the Bravo jet boat that I'm borrowing from Jigging with Jordan, and let's head to our next body of water. We've got a lot more fish to catch, a lot more donations to secure for our veterans charity, and we've got more species that have to be caught. I'll see you guys at the next spot. All right, boys and girls, we are out here on the water in the Bravo boat. Now, we've only got about an hour and a half before the sun goes down, but the cool thing about this boat, I mean, there's a lot of cool things about this boat. This boat has a bunch of lights and stuff on it. Is that it? There it is, yes. So you guys can't see them, but there's a bunch of lights right here. So it kind of illuminates the boat a little bit. So I don't know, there's a chance that we could fish tonight some too. Now, I went ahead and rigged up a couple of our Walmart baits here. Guys, remember I bought that little Ned rig kit, and that's what it looks like right there. It is a Ned rig. That's something that can just catch numbers for us. Now, I don't really want to throw a Ned rig, if I'm being completely honest. I'd rather throw something moving. You guys remember the little homing minnow we got? Oh yeah, that actually looks really nasty. And I can cast it with this Lethal Blaze casting combo. But between those two, I feel like those are some numbers catching baits for sure. So we got those two, and just for good measure, I went ahead and threw on a small little buzzbait that I had on the boat. I mean, why did I? I mean, it's a buzzbait. Do I even need to say more? It's a smaller, less intimidating buzzbait, so I feel like that gives us a good chance to catch a lot of fish on it potentially. And most importantly, that gives us 3 different levels of the water column that we're targeting. We've got the Ned rig on the bottom, we've got the homing minnow, the middle, and we had that top water. So we can cover all parts of the water columns that we want to at any given moment. We're not just gonna go right to the buzzbait. I know that's what a bunch of you were thinking. I'm not gonna make it that easy on myself. I think first things first, we just need to break the seal and actually get our first largemouth in the boat. That way we can at least make sure we've got 3 species checked off the list before darkness rolls in on us. Or another thunderstorm, which looks like likely. One of these nights. I do wish we had some wind, but what are you gonna do? You play the hand you're dealt, you know what I mean? On. Oh, that's a big fish. Are you kidding me? No, he came off. Okay, that hurts. That hurt me a lot. That was like a 5+ pound largemouth, I'm pretty sure, on the smallest bait that I could be throwing right now. Yikes. Oh, wow. Now, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal because we are going for numbers in this video, but holy moly, that would have been a cool first largemouth to catch. Okay, well, the bass are chewing right now, though, it would seem. We just had another one, and I just pulled it out of his mouth. What is happening here? I hope, maybe I was just snagged on something, but gosh, that really just felt like another bite. And it felt like another good fish, too. Okay, well, we're 0 for 2. That is fantastic. Story of my life. On again with another nice. Okay, he's not huge, but we need this fish, guys. We can't take another loss. We can't take another loss, and we won't. Species number 3 secured, and he's got that homing minnow down his gullet. Look at my guy. He's serious about this challenge. Well, that's a little bit of a downgrade, but that's okay because that is species number 3. And fish number 7, I believe, right? Fish number 7 total on the video. Kind of a long, skinnier fish, but I think he's just over the slot limit that the owner is wanting to get rid of. Let's see, we got measuring on here, don't we? We can measure this puppy. Yeah, he's over 14. He's 15, maybe even close to 16, so we'll let him go. And that is bass number 1. Well, actually, this is bass number 2 of the challenge, but now we can actually count it because we're in a new body of water. So thank you, sir. I appreciate your service to this challenge. And you are not as big as your buddies who I hooked earlier, but that's okay. We also made the little homing minnow from Walmart work, which is awesome. Okay, I feel much better now. I was definitely a little depressed, a little down in the dumps when I lost that first fish. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ooh, another one. That's what we're looking for with this bait, is numbers, baby. And they don't have to be big to be worth money. Ow! Ooh, hook went from the bass's face to my thumb. I'm sorry, buddy, please. Please, no. Let's go. Ah, this one's actually got a noggin. He's a little bit bigger than the last one, too. I believe that's fish number 8. And just like we thought, the homing minnow is a deadly little rig. Dude, I mean, if we're being honest, this bait, I've cast it maybe like 15 times and I've gotten bites on like half of my casts. It feels like, anyways. Now, the only real issue about this lake is I don't know what other species I could catch in this lake. You know, like I know they have bluegill and red ears and stuff, but we've already caught those. They might have some catfish here or there, but I'm kind of thinking my last fishing location will be my catfish spot. So I don't know what the other species of fish is going to end up being in this video to give me 5. I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. Oh God, I just got cranked. Hell happened. It's crazy how small this bait is and how murky the water is that fish are even finding it, but they're not really having trouble locating it. Front of this point. I don't want to put this thing down, but I am for now. Just for now. We can always go back to it. We know that it's working, but I do want to try to diversify my portfolio a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And by that, I just mean I want to throw the buzzbait some. I'm addicted. I'm sorry. Plus, now that I know that there's big fish out just cruising around looking for food, and the buzzbait's like the dinner bell. This buzzbait's got an orange blade on it too, which I don't know why I like it, but I just feel like it gives like a bluegill flash, you know? Like if they see that color of the blade, it might convince them that it is a bluegill. All right, well, we got the lights on, as you guys can see. So it is officially dark, but we're gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop yet. I just hate the idea of stopping at 8 fish or wherever we are. It just doesn't seem right. You guys might not be able to see, but that's okay. I'm gonna narrate this for you. As of right now, though, I feel like I'm failing this nation's veterans. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I feel like I'm a failure. I had high hopes coming to this other lake. I thought I was gonna leave here with double-digit fish for sure. And here I am just struggling to catch fish number 9. Just didn't think I'd be here today after the way we started. Damn, how disappointing, dude. I am so disappointed in myself. I just hope tomorrow's a better day. That's all I can say. Oh my God, that's a big fish on the buzzbait. You guys can't see it at all, but it's a freaking monster. That's a big fish. Oh my gosh. That's a big fish, boys. That's a huge fish. It's only... Oh my God. Oh. That was a 8-pounder. I mean, it could have been bigger than that. I mean, that was a huge fish. Gosh darn it. This is such a cruel punishment for me. You guys can't even see anything. That is a cruel, cruel punishment. I have been grinding so hard, and that was a monster fish. You guys probably couldn't see anything, but that fish could not, it kept trying to jump at the surface. It couldn't even clear the water. And you guys know, when you hook into a fish that can't even like get out of the water all the way, that's a big fish. I would have been okay with only 9 fish today if we caught that fish, because then we would have had a massive kicker, a big largemouth bass in the boat. That's the second really big fish we've lost out here on this lake. Guys, man, I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay positive, but that is just a morale killer right there. Not only do we not get that donation now, but we didn't put our hands on one of the many big largemouth that we hooked tonight. I am just sick to my stomach. I'm gonna try to pull myself together, but this is tough. This is tough to deal with. This type of challenge requires some endurance, but I'm suffering right now. I'm hurt. I might try to keep fishing for a little bit longer, but I just don't know how much longer I can go after that. That was bad. That was really bad. Woo! That's right, boys and girls. It is the next morning, bright and early, and we are at hopefully our final fishing location, but it might not necessarily be. We are, of course, at the Spillway, and if there's one thing that I know about this particular Spillway, 1, it's massive, and 2, it holds some of the biggest and most numerous amounts of fish of any other place that I fish on the regular. And since we're still only stuck at 8 total fish caught in this video, we got to do something about that at the Spillway. And we only had 3 species marked off the list, so we got a lot of work to do. My first work to do is to not break my ankle on the way down. That would be ideal. I'm sure y'all can hear that the river is actually running right now. Oh yeah, she is running. We got plenty of current going on, and that could either really help the bite or it could make it very difficult for me to fish. But normally I would like to come to the river when it's slack water, you know, when it's not generating. But since this is a 24-hour challenge, I had no choice. I just have to deal with the conditions that we had today. Oh, hey there, vultures. Now, since the water is running, my normal spot, my little rock down here in the ocean, is completely gone. It's underwater. In fact, a lot of this where I'm standing might be underwater soon, so we're gonna have to kind of be careful. We have until 3 p.m. until we have to officially stop fishing. Now, I have a brand new large rig today. You guys know that I like to use the big old 15-foot surf rod. Well, I traded that bad boy in for a Cast King Kong rod. It's a 12-footer. There we go, Cast King Kong, baby. It's a Kong. I'm sorry, I got up early this morning. What can I say? I got that heavy pre-rigged leader on there, big circle hook, 6 ounce weight, so I can really huck that thing out there. And then the secret ingredient, oh, you guys know what I forgot? I forgot the gosh darn Walmart catfish bait that we got. Dang it. Luckily, I did not forget the main character. Grab me a mallow. Yep, y'all know the deal. Frozen marshmallow is king. Okay. See, my GoPro's already freaking out. I've gotten so many comments like, why do you hate GoPros so much? Because of this crap. SD card error. Bro, I swear to God, GoPros are the most useless piece of equipment that I have ever spent money on. It's pretty wild. My goal is just to cast this marshmallow as far out into that current as I can. Okay, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. Oh yeah, see my rig is just getting taken by the river right now. I'm hoping it kind of settles. All right, well, I'm gonna leave that right now because it's fine, it's out there, and we have other ways to try to catch fish while we're waiting on our mallow rig to go off. What if we threw around this big old swim bait right here? Big swim bait, I think it's actually a Gambler Lures Big Easy. There are a lot of fish in these waters, okay? Not just catfish, which is what we're going after with that rig. There are big gar out here. There's hybrid bass, striped bass, big largemouth, spotted bass. Now, largemouth we've already caught, but you guys know what I'm saying. We have an opportunity to mark off another species while we're waiting for the catfish species to get marked off the list. It's a lot of marking that we're doing. It does look like, whoa, shoot. Dude, we were just on. Guys, we were just on. Oh my goodness. That didn't feel like a rock or anything. That felt like a bite. Was it one of these stinky birds? Oh man, can you imagine? If I know these waters, I know there are hybrids and stripers that are just out there swirling around, busting bait fish, chasing shad, acting super aggressive. Does a bird count as a new species? Because I am seeing hella bird activity out there. Oh my God, I just got bit. Hard bite. I was just on again. Oh dude, that was a bite, fellas. That was a real bite. What was that? I don't know. It appears to be a toothy creature. If I had guessed, that's probably a gar. One of them big old stinky gar fish. You know, I have this live bait rig, so I'm gonna throw it, but there's fish out there biting right now, so we need to give them as many different bait options as we can present to them until we start catching fish. Give me that big shiner. Come here, buddy. Yeah. Let me back hook you real quick. So normally I just cast this thing out and just let the shiner do the work, but I mean, he's gonna be getting drug all over the place. That's gonna be the issue. But like I said, you know, we're just gonna have to make it work. All right, we got a bobber out, we got a marshmallow rig out, and we got our swim bait rig that needs a new swim bait. And we got a GoPro that's not working. So all is right with the universe. I would probably much rather have a slightly bigger and like more white swim bait. This one's a little bit green pumpkin-y. Normally white is the color that just gets it done out here. I didn't even notice the generation has stopped, guys. Oh man, this is such a good time to be fishing. Like in between iterations of the generation. Oh, this is great, this is great. So I need to re-rig all of my rigs, recast them all, and now they can actually just sit and do what they're supposed to do. This is exactly the moment we were hoping for. I think we only have like a 2-hour period where it's not generating today, so we've got to take full advantage of that. Are you still alive, buddy? I think you are. Now we can just kind of flip him out here. There's still a little bit of current, but the generation has stopped, so it's all gonna be back to normal here soon. It's my first time ever using this big Cast King setup in a spillway situation, so I'm really eager to use it today and hook into some good fish and see how it all works out. Let's see if we can whip this one a little bit further. Okay, that's decent. That's decent. All right, this is where I like to be. Marshmallow rig, actually where it's supposed to be. Live bait rig just kind of lazily floating down this wall. And then I can huck this little jig head around all the spaces in between. We've got everything covered right now from a spillway perspective, at least the way I like to fish. Oh, first bite, first big bite. Oh, that's a good bite. Oh boy, that's a good one. First fish at the spillway. Oh yeah. Here we go, boys and girls, we're on. Oh, I had to catch up with him. He is just running right in at us, that's crazy. That feels like a good fish. I just can't tell yet, I hadn't seen him. Yeah, come on, Kong. Come on, King Kong. Come on in, buddy. Can't give him any slack. Got to keep his head up. There's so many rocks out there that he can break us off on. Oh, he just got into some. No. Oh yeah, come on. Got to get him in. Got to get him in. This feels like a catfish. Oh, that's a nice catfish. Oh my God, I can't boat flip him. It's a big one. It's a monster. Come this way, buddy, please. 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 Yes, come on. Huge blue catfish. Let's go. Oh my God, don't fall in the river with him. Look at that big old catfish. Let's go, boys and girls. That's a blue catfish, and that is a big one. Species number 4, he's landed. High five. Bah. You're my guy. Let's. I deserve that. I deserved it. You happy? We're both muddy now. Oh man. Dude, that is a really nice catfish in other news. He was not gonna stay hooked much longer. Look at that, look at the face. That is a really nice fish. This is some redemption right here because last night was really rough for me. Losing that big bass right at the end when it was getting dark, that just hurt my heart. Oh no, don't do it, Junior. Don't do it, Junior. It's a 10-pounder. 10.25 pound blue catfish right there. That is what I'm talking about. Look at that fish. What? That is a monster. The first bite at the spillway is a 10-pounder. I tell you what, you can't make this stuff up. Let go, buddy. That is what I'm talking about. First fish of the day. Absolute donkey slob of a blue catfish. Look at that head. He's got a dang gigantic head. All right, buddy. I'm sorry for talking about your head like that. Be free, my friend. Skaplunk. He swims right into a catfish hole. Now that only counts as one fish, but that brings the total up to 9 fish total caught in this video. So 9 charitable donations so far. And our 4th species has officially been marked off the list. Here's where things get a little interesting. I mentioned the gar earlier and the hybrid bass and the other types of fish that could be caught at the spillway. There's also different species of catfish at the spillway. That was a blue. Then we had the channel cats and the flathead catfish that also frequent this river. So there's a chance we could catch one of those, and now we can start stacking numbers, hopefully, and we'll have to cross our fingers and hope we can land that 5th species. But I am fired up, folks. 10-pound catfish on a marshmallow. It's ridiculous. How about that for a first fish on the new Cast King Spillway combo? And this is what I'm gonna be toting with me to these spillways from here on out, probably. This bad boy is a 10-footer, not a 12-footer. Medium heavy, fast action. So even a 10-footer is not quite as long as I'd like it to be for casting distance purposes, but on that last cast, I got it really far out there. And normally if you can get your cast in the right spot, that's what gives you the bite, you know. Let's see if we can get this bad boy out there in the same spot. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. Oh, perfect. Right back into the same spot we were. That's great. Oh my gosh, she just got bit again. There's no way. We're about to be on again, guys. There's no chance that just happened. No, I pulled out of his mouth. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. Oh, shoot. Guys, we got a bite as soon as we entered the water right there. That's kind of proving my point about landing your rig in the right spot. Like, that's almost more important than the bait you're using or the gear you're using. That's great, because we need some numbers now. 9 fish in this video. I thought I would have like twice as many by this point, if I'm being honest. I'm really kind of disappointing myself. I'm sure I'm disappointing all of you, but I'm doing my best, I can assure you. My best is just not very good. Go, baby, go. Oh, that was even better. I got it even further that time. Okay. This is when the spillway's fun. I sure am seeing a lot of random fish just swirling around out here, along with the birds and everything else, but some definite fish activity out here. We're on. Oh my God. Guys, did you see the bite I just got? That could have been a huge hybrid. Did he just break my rig off? Oh my gosh. A straight braid, big old swim bait hook rig. Are you freaking kidding me? What? What was that? Tell me what y'all think that was. It could have been a gar, I guess. I mean, I would hope that it was a gar. If it was anything else, I mean, that was a monster. That could have been what was swirling right there. Like, as soon as I felt the fish and I could lean into him with the rod, it was over. Yeah, this was the hook we just broke off, by the way. Big old steel hook. Yikes. Like, the way it was fighting, it felt like a hybrid for a second. But I just don't think it would have broken that straight braid that easily. Unless I was like wrapped around a rock down there as well. And then that's exactly what could have happened. It's amazing, like we've been here for an hour and there really wasn't anything going on. And then all of a sudden, I guess basically as soon as the generation ended, the bite just turned on, fired up. I honestly wouldn't care. Like, I'll take a hybrid or a gar, because either one of those gets us to the 5 species mark. So I'm not gonna be picky one way or another. Wow, I really thought we were in a bite window with as quickly as we were getting a couple of those catfish bites, but it's been about an hour since we caught that fish and we have had nothing. Oh no, that was bound to happen eventually. Oh, dang it. Oh shit, my bobber just went down. Oh, it just came back up. Oh no, 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 no. That's unfortunate. Double loss. I lose my swim bait rig and I lost that fish on the bobber rig. That's all right, I actually brought a couple artificial rigs that I could swap out for that big swim bait. Oh yeah, so I packed up this little cool tactical bag right here. As you can see, I got me an Alabama rig. I also have big glide bait and I have a big soft swim bait. So now this little guy, this little Spro glide bait, that's interesting. This thing could truly hook anything out here. It's just gonna be keeping this thing out of the rocks, keeping it snag free. That's gonna be tough. I'm just realizing it's missing one of the hooks on one of the trebles. That's a little bit of an oversight on my part. All right, let's see what this puppy looks like. Yes, it is very slow sinking. Not sure if you guys can see that, but that's great. That's kind of exactly what we want. Slow sinking. I can keep it out here in the money zone for a long time, and I can probably keep it off the rocks for the most part. If we get a bite on this bait though, we are gonna have to be ready for something to take us for a ride. Oh, we just got hit. We just got hit twice. Oh my gosh, we just got hit. Okay. No, we definitely got bit. I'm 100% sure. Oh God, there goes my bobber. There goes my bobber. I can't leave my swim bait out there. It's gonna get snagged. My bobber is gone. Gosh darn, it comes right out of their mouth. That's gotta be a gar. Oh, it's so frustrating. We're having to work. We're having to work hard for this challenge. I like that, but dang it. Right back out there. Yeah, gar are almost like the most elusive fish in this river system because of what you just saw. Like even if you're targeting them, it's really hard to land them. It's hard to hook up with them, and then even harder to fight them all the way in and then land the fish. I've been lucky enough to do it on a couple different occasions, but I say lucky enough because, like I said, it requires a little bit of luck to actually land one of those big gar. They have such long, toothy beaks, so a lot less area to hook up with. And then their head and their jaw is just, it's all one big bone. There's no real flesh there for the hook to penetrate. So it's just, it's tough. We're on the big swim bait. Oh, it's a huge gar. Oh my God. Remember when I just said that it's incredibly hard to land these things? Yeah, it's incredibly hard. Oh, guys, that was species number 5, and I had him right here. Now, he was too big to boat flip, so landing him would have still been tough, but dang it. On the glide bait, are you kidding me? And he had that sucker like in his beak like that. He had it right down the middle. That's probably what hurt me because I don't know if I even got hook penetration. He could have just had a hold of it. Holy moly. The glide bait. What if, though, seriously, what if we caught the 5th species on the glide bait at the Spillway? That would just be legendary. Well, we're gonna keep on going. Plus we have about 5 more hours to catch as many fish as possible. I will give it to this Spro glide bait. Like, it is really good looking in the water, and it's not especially hard to fish it. It's pretty easy to get it to kind of walk underwater. I don't know if you guys have some more like gar specific tips and tricks, like how to target gar and actually can hook them and land them. Please drop that knowledge in the comment section. There's a giant gar who's trying to eat my shiner right now. Oh, he's got it in his mouth. He's got the shiner in his mouth. I think he might have the hook in his mouth too. I'm just gonna try to give him a little pop here. He's got it. Oh, it's a monster. It's a monster. Oh my, oh, I just blew my ACL out again. Oh no, please. Oh God, and there he is. Look at this monster. Look at this monster, guys. Look at this monster. He doesn't even know he's unhooked yet. And he runs off, eats my shiner, swims off, tears my ACL. I've got to stop walking on this slippery stuff. And I know the rule out here. You've got to step on the lighter colored stuff or you will blow your knees right out. Oh, these gar, guys. These freaking gar, man. Guys, if I could just got into that little wading pool right there, there's a chance I could have just dove in on him and grabbed him. And I think hooking him right in the middle is probably a good option though, because that's where the gar is going to try to eat him, is right in the middle of his body. Oh my gosh. I am getting sick of these gar. All right, got another shiner out there. That one was particularly upsetting because we could just watch him the whole time. He had the hook in his mouth. I hooked him momentarily. And he was even like going the right direction. He immediately started swimming that way, which I thought I had a chance to get him in that holding pool area. But once he realized he was hooked, he like shook one time and the hook was out of his face. They're that strong. Oh, he's gonna see the new rig. Oh my God, he's turning on it again. He just ate my other shiner. I hate myself so bad. What the freak was I thinking? Oh my gosh. This is so frustrating. You just have a seat for a minute. I need to recompose myself here. So what if we took this lightly weighted but heavy mono-leader bottom rig, and what if we put a shiner on it and then just flipped it out right in front of us where we're getting all these bites? That's gonna do 2 things. 1, it's got me a circle hook in there. 2, it's got a really heavy mono leader, so they shouldn't be able to just snap us off. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna do. I think I am just gonna tighten that line and I'm just gonna let it sit there. There we go. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good spot right there. I think I'm gonna put a mallow on with the minnow. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, boy? We'll give the minnow something to snack on while he's down there. I like it. Look, you gotta be able to think outside the box. You know what I mean? You can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Got one rig going out that way, another rig going way out. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what else to do at this point. We're on. Oh, no. Guys, I had another big gar. Another gar on. It's like I get a hook in one and then it's over so fast. There's just nothing I can do. Ooh, ooh, we're on, we're on, we're on, we're on, we're on, we're on, we're on. What do we have here? This feels more like a catfish. Oh man, that feels like a good fish. Wow. This could be because it's on a smaller rod. This would be fish number 10 regardless of what species it is. We really need to land it. Oh my gosh, this might be a new species of catfish. This might be a channel cat. And if it is, this is fish species number 5 and we gotta have it. We can't fall in the river either. That wouldn't be great. Oh my God, get him off that rock. No, 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 no. Get him off the rocks. Oh my God, he's just on rocks. Oh my gosh, come on. We're almost there, buddy. We're almost in the holding pool. Please stay on. Come here, buddy. Got him, fish number 10. Woo, let's go. I'm pretty sure that's another blue, so did not complete a new species, but that is fish number 10. Yeah, you just another blue, aren't you? Dang it, I really thought that was a channel cat at first. They have a slightly different coloration and they have speckles all over them, but this just looks like another big old blue. Really nice one though. This is probably, that first one was a 10 pounder. This is probably like a 6 or so, but I mean, he's very girthy. These things are so thick. Hey buddy, sorry I ripped your lip a little bit. I'll get you right back to doing what you were doing. I don't know, somebody get in the comment section. Make sure somebody fact check me. It kind of looks like a channel cat for a second, but then you flip it over and look at the top and you're like, no, that's a blue. So I don't know. Not a big catfish guy, obviously. He's purring. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for your service. Oh, he come back into the holding pool. He wants to hang out. Okay, fish number 10. At least we got to double digit fish catches in this video because I was actually worried that we weren't gonna make it to double digits, which would have been embarrassing to say the least. You know what that means? That is 10 donations that Veterans United is gonna make to the Gary Sinise Foundation, my veterans charity. Oh man, that feels good. That feels good. It's only 10:35. Still have to like 4.5 hours before our time is officially up. Now here's the question, did that catfish go for the shiner or the mallow? Because if you remember, that was a double rig. So I don't even really know what to put back on there. Well, I'm gonna chuck this puppy right back out there. Right back out there. Guys, I was trying to do a battery change on my freaking chesty and I've got another fish on here. We got another one out of basically the same exact spot. That's great. Maybe we found a little honey hole over here now. We've been casting that way the whole time. Maybe that's been a mistake. Feels like about the same size fish, kind of give or take. Luckily, he's swimming this way. Oh, look at that catfish go. He is going crazy. Another big blue. Oh, this is just not the smartest way to do this, but there is no dumb way to raise money for a veterans charity. Got to get him into the holding pool. That's the key. They're so big and strong. Look at this one's way bigger than the last one. Look at him go. Come on, buddy, into the holding pool you go. Don't fight this. Don't fight it. Look at him. That looks like the same fish we just caught. I think he's bigger though. Thank God we switched to that tougher leader, or there's no chance we would got this fish this far. Ah, no, he broke off. He touched land. He touched land. We're counting that, guys. He touched land, and it's not a new species, so there's no need to quibble about this. That's a landed fish. Keyword, landed. He was on land for a half second. Did I break off? Dang, I did. I didn't even think you could break these monoliters on a fish that small. I mean, he's not small. That was like an 8 or 9 pound blue cat, kitty cat. Oh, fish number 11. We're counting it. So getting that little rod out that away has really paid off. Now we're finally starting to get into some numbers with these catfish. That's how I thought it was going to be all morning, but it's been a grinder. All right, got me a new rig on there. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. Oh, we're getting bit already. We are on them. Holy moly, we are on them. That's another nice one too. This is craziness. Get him out of the rocks, get him out of the rocks, get him out of the rocks. God, we need to be casting all lines this direction. He's running right at us. Oh, we pulled it out. I just tied that rig up, and the snap swivel that holds the hook in place literally just let go. Like, that really ticks me off. Like, that's supposed to be a catfish rig. Couldn't you put like the strongest swivels or the strongest snap swivels of all time on there? That would be cool. Those rigs cost $7. Oh boy. Oh boys. Well, you guys know what that means. Gosh, look at the water coming out of the spillway doors. That is so insane. Check out that water just spilling out of those two or three doors. I don't know how many they just opened, but the flow in this river is about to pick up. I would really love to catch us a nice dozen, a nice 12 pack. That would make me feel like we did something here today. Oh, there we go. There's our bite. Got him. That's a huge fish, guys. I just saw it out there. Oh my gosh. This is potentially the biggest fish we've hooked today. Oh. It's like trying to lift the refrigerator out of the water. That generation got him fired up. Gotta land him though. Ow. This is our dozen. This is our baker's dozen. God, that fish is so strong. Here we go. We gotta start getting him to come this way. Oh, we're not gonna land him. Now that we actually got the big rod on him though, we got a chance. God, he is so big. He's so chunky. Come on, buddy, into the holding pool you go. Don't be shy. Oh my God, look how fat that fish is. Butterball. Ow. Look at that, another big blue. Man, we are on them right now. Oh, what a boat flip. That's the biggest fish of the day, boys. Look at that gargantuan fish. Holy moly. Oh yeah. Look at this butterball. Whoa. That is such a thick fish. We must weigh you and document you, friend. Okay, here we go. Another 10 pounder. 10.56 pounds. Are you kidding me? Another 10 pounder? Man, you don't even mind. Ah! I don't even mind that I'm not catching different species because I'll take fish like that all day long. Look at my guy. Look at that face. Another 10 pounder. Look how thick that fish is. Man, I'm shaking holding them like this. Come on, buddy, let's get you back. Whee! Dude, what a cannonball. Let's go. Yes! Thank you, Spillway. Thank you for the bounty that you always provide. That is fish number 12 on the challenge. And as you can see, the river's generating again, which means these water levels are about to rise. In fact, where I'm standing could become underwater here in the next hour. I am going to continue fishing this portion of the spillway for another 30, 45 minutes. I'm gonna see if I can do it. If I can't, we're gonna make one last spot change just to try to stack a bunch of fish up right at the end. Plus, I still have to catch that 5th elusive species, and I don't really know what I'm gonna do about that. Okay, folks, well, you know what? We stayed up at the spillway for a few hours longer, and if you can believe it, we were not able to catch another fish. But if you guys were keeping track, we were able to raise $3,000 of donations from Veterans United, the company who sponsored this video. Unfortunately, we fell short of the 5 species limit that we were trying to hit. But you know what? This is my channel and I do what I want. And even though I failed to catch the 5 species, although we had the gar right there in front of us hooked, so we hooked 5 different species, I'm gonna make the decision right now. I'm still going to match the donation that Veterans United put up for this video. So that is $6,000 that we raised in this video alone for a veterans charity, the Gary Sinise Foundation. That's pretty dang cool. Huge shout out to Veterans United for sponsoring this video and giving me this opportunity to help earn some money for a veterans charity. Also remember guys, if you purchase anything on our website on takebravo.com, we are donating 20% of the proceeds of any order that includes our new flavor energy drink to the Gary Sinise Foundation as well. So this video has raised a lot of money for veterans charities. That makes me very happy and proud that we were able to do that. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you have a great day. See you in the next one. Peace out.